Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we need to have a serious talk in the garage about the biggest trap in the automotive market right now. Let's paint a picture. You are looking to buy a new car this year. You are a little bit nervous about going 100% electric because of range anxiety, and maybe you don't want a pure gasoline car because fuel prices are crazy and you want to be smart about the future. So, you go to the dealership and the salesman gives you a big smile and says, I have the perfect solution for you. It's the ultimate middle ground. You need a hybrid. It sounds so logical, right? It feels like the safest, smartest financial decision you could possibly make. You get the electric feeling for the city and the gas engine for your road trips. Best of both worlds. Guys, I am here to tell you that for the vast majority of legacy vehicles on the lot today, this is a complete lie. You are not getting the best of both worlds. You are getting the absolute worst of both worlds. You are buying a mechanical nightmare, and today I am going to explain exactly why you need to stop buying traditional hybrids and what you should be looking for instead. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the lowest level of the trap, the mild hybrid. You see this badge on the back of almost every new European and American SUV right now. The automakers market this as a massive technological leap. But let's be totally real as car guys. What is actually happening under the hood? They took their old, dirty, traditional combustion engine and they slapped a 48-volt battery and a slightly bigger starter generator onto it. That's it. You cannot drive this car on pure electricity. The electric motor doesn't power the wheels on its own. All it does is make the automatic start-stop system slightly less annoying at red lights, and maybe it gives you a tiny push when you accelerate. Why do they do this? They don't do it to save you money on gas. They do it because European emissions laws are so strict now that adding this 48-volt system is the only legal way they can keep selling their old, obsolete engine designs. And for you, the buyer, you are paying thousands of dollars extra for a glorified alternator. And when that 48-volt battery fails out of warranty in 5 years, you are going to be handed a $4,000 repair bill for a system that never actually saved you any real money at the pump. It's a Band-Aid, not a revolution. Okay, but what about the big ones, the plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, or PHEVs, the ones you actually plug into the wall? Vehicles like the Jeep 4xe, the older Toyota Primes, or the German luxury PHEVs. On paper, this sounds like the dream. You get 30 or 40 miles of pure electric range for your daily commute, and then a gas engine takes over for long trips. But let's think about the physics here. Let's think about the engineering. When you buy a traditional PHEV, you are cramming two entirely different, highly complex powertrains into one single car. You have a heavy gasoline engine, a complex 8-speed or 10-speed transmission, a drive shaft, an exhaust system, an oil pump, and a traditional radiator. And you also have a heavy lithium-ion battery, an electric motor, an inverter, and a high-voltage cooling system. It is an absolute packaging nightmare, and it creates a hilarious problem called dead weight. When you are driving to work on pure electricity, you are dragging around 400 pounds of cold, dead metal, the gasoline engine and transmission, that are doing absolutely nothing but wasting your electric range. And on the weekend, when you are driving on the highway and your battery is completely empty, your gasoline engine has to work overtime to drag around 300 pounds of dead, empty batteries. And what happens when it breaks? You have twice as many failure points. If a single sensor on the complex transmission fails, the computer panics and the whole car bricks. If the high-voltage battery cooling system leaks, the gas engine won't save you. The car shuts down to protect itself. You are taking all the maintenance costs of a gas car, oil changes, spark plugs, belts, and marrying them to the expensive electronics of an EV. It is a ticking time bomb for the secondhand market. So you are probably asking, well, what is the alternative? I still want a car that doesn't give me range anxiety on a 600-mile road trip. The alternative is already here, and it's destroying legacy automakers in markets like China. It is called the EREV, the Extended Range Electric Vehicle. Companies like Li Auto, BYD, and XPeng have completely revolutionized the concept of the hybrid by doing one simple, brilliant thing. They threw the gearbox in the trash. In an EREV, the gasoline engine never physically touches the wheels. There is no transmission. There is no drive shaft connecting the engine to the axles. The car is 100% driven by electric motors all the time. So what does the gas engine do? It acts strictly as an onboard power station because it never has to shift gears and it never has to rev up and down when you press the gas pedal. It sits at its absolute perfect mathematically optimized RPM. It acts purely as a generator that feeds electricity directly into the battery. This means you get a massive battery that gives you over 150 miles of pure, real-world electric range for your daily life. And when you go on a road trip, the generator quietly hums in the background, giving you a combined range of over 800 or even 1,000 miles on a single tank. It is incredibly simple. It has way fewer moving parts. It drives exactly like a smooth, silent EV because mechanically it is an EV. It just happens to carry its own ultra-efficient power plant. So why are traditional legacy brands like Toyota, Ford, and the Germans still pushing the old, highly complex hybrids and PHEVs instead of moving to this simpler technology? Because they have to protect their massive factories. They have billions of dollars invested in building complex 8-speed transmissions and mechanical drivetrains. If they admit that the engine should only be a simple generator with no gearbox, half of their factories become useless overnight. They are selling you a highly complex, maintenance-heavy transition car to protect their own business model, not to give you the best vehicle. Look, the automotive world is shifting faster than ever. Do not fall into the trap of buying a 2026 car that is built on 2015 compromised technology. If you want an EV, buy a great modern EV. If you need ultimate range, look for the new wave of EREVs that are hitting the global market. But stop buying the legacy, safe choice hybrid. It's a mechanical headache you just don't need. If this video helped you see the matrix a little bit clearer, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you driving a plug-in hybrid right now? Do you love it? Or are you starting to feel the pain of that complexity? Let's talk about it. Thanks for hanging out in the garage with me today. Make smart choices, drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.